So I got another question about trills. Obviously there are millions of trills and I won't go through every specific fingering and all the rest of it. What I would say generally with trills is that you need to use your third and fourth finger in the right hand when you're doing C to D. In the lower octave you need to play the top trill key with your third finger, so you always go up with trill keys. And in the second octave C to D you play it with your second trill key and your fourth finger. So that's what I would say about trills. The other thing is that with trills, the intervals it's not always a true tone or semitone with the fingering that you've got. So I would emphasize trying to get the quality of sound on the upper note if you're trilling, because what tends to happen is you have a good quality note with the fingering that you're using for the real note, and then when you start using trill keys or other fingerings, the note kind of sounds a little bit duff, so that half of the note or half of the trill is weaker than the other one. So what I would practice with that is doing choosing all different keys. I'll just use F major for the sake of it, and doing trill fingerings, but doing turns all the way up through one octave. So for instance, the next stage of this exercise is to do 2 twiddles instead of just 1. And then adding extra twiddles each time, but still using the turn theory all the way through the whole scale. So and then the other thing is to concentrate on the focus of sound, especially with E to F sharp is a terrible trill in the middle octave for things like whenever I have to practice that, I practice getting the quality of the sound. Even with the duff, I do the E to F sharp like this with this finger trilling. And even if you start on the duff fingering for the middle, with the middle finger in for the F sharp, to get really good quality of sound and even more focus on that note so it sounds the same as normal playing, it doesn't stick out. So rather than really get into the centre of the sound so that it sounds quality trill rather than half fluffy, half real note. And then it doesn't stick out as an awkward trill.